A nonprofit organization wants to control how your kids play video games.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The ESRB wants to implement facial age checking on video games for children. Well, not video games for children, but when kids play video games. So I don't know how they plan to implement this, but either way, they want you to look at a camera and they're going to look at your face and determine how old you are and then decide if you can play that game or not, taking away the parent's concern or the parent's right to decide what video games their child can play. Let's take a look at this article from Dexerto. That's probably not how it's said. ESRB has proposed a new concept to allow for better parental control over kids playing video games, which involves facial age estimation. The Video Game Rating Board for the US, the ESRB, has had its new plans unearthed after the FTC put them up for public opinion, dubbed privacy protective face. Sorry. I got braces last week. This is difficult. Dubbed privacy protective facial age estimation, the tech would allow parents to upload a photo of themselves to give permission to the child to play certain games. I know this isn't every parent, but posting photos of kids, it's common for parents to not want to do that online, even though it's a private cloud. I still would understand why people would have hesitation to do that. I'm pretty sure this would come as an opt-out option. I think there's so many ways that this doesn't work and so many workarounds that this just doesn't even matter. But let's continue. This also doesn't appear to be just about mature games, but video games in general. That way, so they're going to determine if you get that T game, you'll be able to tell if the 8-year-old is a teenager or not. It's fucking retarded. In China, Tencent launched a similar program that requires children to use facial recognition to get more time to play games. Here, the ESRB appears to be proposing a new method of parental locks rather than restrictions. So there it is. There it is right there. This is an idea from Tencent where in China, you're only allowed to play so many hours of video games. China has complete control over this, and this is where the ESRB has gotten the idea. I'm pretty sure they were stewing it on themselves. But yeah, let's take an idea from China and then implement this. And also, you know what? If we can already do this, it makes it easier to lock down the game and decide when you, the citizen, should be done playing video games. This doesn't mean it stays with children. This is what they call a slippery slope. Another one that the US wants to continue down on, or at least start heading that direction. The system would work by having parents upload a camera taken selfie to a server where it allows, where it would go through the algorithm. If it determines the parent is of the right age, fuck you. Fuck you. If it determines the parent is of the right age, it allow them to unlock games for play. Why is it looking at my picture? I'm the parent. I told you I'm the parent. Now you're going to judge me? Well, you know what? Are you going to be able to tell that if I'm actually the parent? Or how do you know it's not the older brother? How do you know it's not the uncle? How do you know it's not some bum off the street? This is stupid. This could be done for those parenting. Those could be done for those parents okay with letting kids play mature games like GTA 5, or as a way to clamp down on too much video game time. You see, yes. So they're giving the controls to the parents for now. I don't know if I even want to read it anymore. Let's see. It's not just the ESRB that's getting involved. Oh, I'm glad I kept reading. Epic Games, owned Super Awesome, and company Yoti have all joined forces in asking the FTC to approve the tech. Super Awesome aims to build for a safer internet for the next generation. No such thing. The tech differs from facial recognition, as we're told by representatives of Epic Games and the ESRB, from the application and Epic representative. The system takes a facial image, converts it into numbers, and compares those numbers to patterns in its training data set that are associated with known ages. Okay, so they're making generalizations. Look, I knew a kid when I was a senior in high school, and this kid was 14. He was a freshman in high school. He could grow a full beard and everything. So, and I think everyone kind of has a story like that. In the proposal, all three companies have involved claims that they would delete the images off the server immediately. Yeah, like I'm going to believe that. Show me the code. However, other companies that claim this, like Snapchat, have often been caught out still storing the information on the servers. Because, yeah, information is data. This could lead to security risks. And if our information is data, information is money nowadays. This could lead to security risks, and if the child tries to upload a photo of themselves to get around it, could expose them. The ESRB has added, to be perfectly clear, any images and data used for this process are never stored, used for the AI training, used for marketing, or shared with anyone. The only piece of information is that communicated to the company requesting VPC is a yes or no. I wonder, since they're not going to be using these pictures to also help train their database, their AI, where are they getting the training from AI? Probably from all those photos that those people have been sharing of their children on their birthdays at different ages and all of that on Instagram. And because, you know, that's all publicly available. If your profile's set to public, I can scrape that information pretty quickly. The FTC is now asking for the general public to submit their opinions on the ESRB's new method, which as PC Gamer pointed out, insists that it won't subject users to potential biases. This is a polite way of saying that facial recognition technology often has issues with racial bias. Yes, this has been a known thing when scanning non-white faces. Yes, sometimes it just can't see you. The FTC will field opinions and comments until August 21st. Okay, well, here's my opinion and comment. Don't do it. If you do it, it's not going to matter until you decide to lock it down and make it possibly... until you make it impossible to work around. There's always going to be a workaround. And let me tell you, kids are going to know how to do this workaround before their parents even know. They've always known this kind of stuff. I very quickly grew. So my dad always had computers when I was growing up, right? As a matter of fact, so like how it worked is my grandfather would get a new computer. So my dad would get his old one and I would get my dad's old one, right? And so I ended up outpacing my dad in my knowledge of computers rather quickly, like knowing how to get around them and how to function them and everything like that. Kids are the same these days because they're just more natural to grasping onto these new ideas and accelerating with them. So the kids are going to work around this. The thing I don't like about this, it's not freedom promoting, and I'm all about promoting freedom. This is not freedom promoting. I see how they think that they're helping parents, but really they're enabling parents to be lazier. The parents should be involved in the kid's life, knowing what they're playing and making purposeful decisions on whether or not to let their kid play Grand Theft Auto 5. I think a proper judgment of whether you feel your kid is mature enough or not to play a video game on their own maturity level is a great skill for a parent to have. What do you think? Do you think that America should open up this type of thinking and enable kind of a censorship in ways of preventing children from playing video games by a company putting up gates? Or do you think that we should just keep it the way it is? If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button for me and please subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Thank you to those who have subscribed, and until next time, I hope you have a good one.